Hey, can everybody hear me? Or nobody's on yet? What? Michelle Usher, my sis, you're welcome. You're- Oh, there he is. Can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you.
Oh, hey. Oh,
So good
snap.
to see
Okay.
you.
Good to see you too. He got the Diddy. He got the Diddy robe on too. Okay. We got A grade coming on today. Okay, I should wear a better
Hey.
shirt. Uh
Oh,
oh.
you're good. You're good. I want to be very authentic to who I am usually. People see me on the internet.
And you did. A grade. I like it. Yes, sir. What's going on though? How you feeling? I think it's just that. I don't know. I'm overthinking. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm
That's a
very
fastball.
happy that it's Friday. It's been a long week for me, and I'm just happy it's Friday. Thank the Lord above.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I 100% agree. I've been running around though, and you saw the time. I was like, it was like 11:05, and I was like, oh, I got to get on. Last time I checked, it was like 5:30. But yeah. But
Like that.
what was that?
It's like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I know how you feel when you say you've been repping and running and being busy and stuff. I get it now. Oh yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to
Definitely.
manage. I feel like we're always trying to juggle 8 million things with just two arms. You know, it's like
Yeah.
um, we're trying to jam a whole week's worth of activities into 24 hours. So if you only got 24 hours, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh yeah. Oh hey Jade. Kelly. Is that Kelly? I can help catch the door. Can you see this? Can you see the
yeah, Black Jade, moderator, Kelly,
oh, oh
fiction
yeah.
fighters. We've got an
Oh yeah.
audience tonight. Awesome.
Black oh yeah. Black Jade she wrestles with me. That came out so wrong. Three, two, one. We both were into professional wrestling and we're from the same school.
What type of wrestling are y'all doing together?
Like I don't it's gonna be PG right now, but it's like WWE type of wrestling. I
Gotcha.
know some people think of wrestling, they think the lonely fans type of stuff, but it's
Right.
not that. We keep it
Hmm.
PG. Yes. This is my first um interview type podcast, interview type thing. I don't know what really to call it, but it's that and stuff. And wow, we got 8 people in here. Cool. Are you able to? I mean, first, oh, I'm sorry for everybody who know who I am or don't know who I am. I'm outside of YouTube. I am Bobby Rays. That's my wrestling name. Uh, on YouTube, I am MOP to some, or that big peanut butter cup guy from supposedly, aka allegedly from 51st Dates with Adam Sandler and what's her face. Um, she has a talk show. Uh, I'm going blank.
I can't think of it.
Drew Barrymore. There we go. The one girl
Gotcha.
with the guy's name. But yeah, I sent this out to people from my own little groups and stuff like that. Hope they come in. Um, yeah. you know me as perspective. Other people know me as MOP. I don't know if you see that pop up. This I don't know. This is what people call me and stuff. I don't know.
Gotcha.
um, everybody here. Okay, cool. Hi, Kyle. Um, this is Cho or that Cho on IG and YouTube.
Mhm.
Um, he does fragrances, fragrance reviews on fragrances. I butcher that name. The smoke goods, I like to call them. Uh, I know he just did a review on a handbag, which I really like. I like the color, the olive green one.
It's
He
it's
just
fire.
bought the yes. Oh yeah, I like that. I wish I had money to go get one myself because I do like it.
Right.
But um, he so he's saying you're not here. Cho is he's a man of many talents. And last week he bought Elder Ring, and I heard stories about that.
I've been
Um,
obsessed. I've played it every
yes,
single night since I got it. Every single night I played Elden Ring, and I've beat at least half of the big bosses. So I'm halfway done with the game. It's such a good game.
okay. Hmm.
And I'm
You and
locked
my
in.
brother, oh yeah, you and my youngest brother will be best friends. I know that for sure. Because
Yeah,
I mean, I'm into video games too, but he's into that type of what we call it, RPG.
yeah, that type of
But
genre. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's into that type of gaming and stuff. I'm more into like I do like
Sit down,
because I'm older. SOCOM. It's kind of like an older version of Call of Duty, but like that and Madden and stuff like that,
dude.
like sports type of stuff.
I
But
get you.
yeah, but game is gaming, so nonetheless, it's pretty good. I'm rambling now. My bad. I'm not normally doing interviews, and I think I suck at it. But to to what you would call it, I like the yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's the so I'm trying to lean to that so I can just let everything just flow out nicely or at least coherently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I meant to put down in the description because I was rushing. I have I wrote stuff, and
Nice.
at the bottom of here, I put your bio site. I meant to put that down on here so people can, look at your everything from your side. Your side, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they can get familiar with you before coming on. And I apologize for that.
Oh, no problem.
I should have done that. Dang. Um, yeah. Um, I can barely read my handwriting. I should have rewrote this. I am so sorry. Oh yes. Okay, I guess I can officially start this. I'm just rambling now, but I'm sorry. I apologize. Um, Cho, are you able to tell all of everybody that's not familiar with you, I guess you could say, um, more about yourself and how did you get into YouTube and everything?
Yeah. It's kind of a convoluted story, kind of a background, but it's one that I think it's kind of interesting. So I would say probably about because I've been on the internet for a very long time. I'm talking about like AOL chat days. I've been like deep in the internet
Mhm.
for quite a long time. But in terms of being a content creator, I started my journey probably around 10 years ago. I was a Twitch streamer on a video game called Guild Wars 2. For those that don't know what Guild Wars 2 is, it's very similar to World of Warcraft, which I'm sure everyone knows about that. WoW, everyone
Mhm.
knows what WoW is. Well, Guild Wars 2 was a competitor to that video game. It was the free version of that game. And so
Mhm.
I was really competitive. I like competitive games. Elden Ring that I'm playing right now, it's not my typical style of game. I typically like fighters, things like Marvel versus Capcom, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, things of that nature. I'm just super competitive. Even Super
Mhm.
Smash Bros. I like that. And so anyway, I was playing Guild Wars 2, the PvP section of that game, and I got into Twitch. And I was making probably around $500 a month on Twitch. And I
Mm.
thought, wow, this is crazy because I'm just playing video games, right?
Mhm.
Um, and so fast forward to the last couple years, I've been transitioning to YouTube instead because the business model with YouTube is a lot more sustainable than with Twitch. Being a live streamer is something that is a full time job that kind of reminds me of clocking into work. Right? I'm not saying it's
Mhm.
a bad thing to do because, um, it's definitely very lucrative becoming a live streamer. However, I didn't want to make my whole career online to be going live 5 days a week, right?
Mhm.
Ironically enough, I might get back into that, but I'm kinda telling you the story about how I got into YouTube. So, the reason I got into YouTube is because the way that the payout system works is that you make money based on the content and how many people are watching your content. So, for example,
Mhm.
I made a viral video on YouTube about I was doing beauty drama videos at that time, and I made a viral video about these two women that were beefing in the skincare industry.
Mhm.
And to this day, I still make money off that video 4 years later because people are still watching that video today. This
Mhm.
is the closest thing you can get to um, passive income because I did the work once. I created the video, I filmed the video, I edited the video, and I posted the video. But now I'm not doing additional work. As long as people find value in your content and they continue to watch it on YouTube, you'll continue to make money or at least have chances and opportunities to make money. So that's kind of what I wanted when I quit Twitch and started YouTube.
Mhm.
Now, unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I am just a great live streamer. Like, I feel like I get the most attention when I'm
Yeah.
live streaming. And so I have since then leaned into the I was a video creator, but I think I'm just a better live streamer than a video creator. Leaning that got into YouTube. I really got into YouTube because
Mhm.
I saw the possibility of making passive income over time instead of clocking in to a live stream every week. Did I give
Okay.
you some
Okay.
background? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Because he
Okay.
definitely. Um, I was gonna bring up the Twitch fact. Um,
Yeah.
after that, and you just I'm gonna cross that off because you brought that
Yeah,
up. Because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember you mentioned that like a couple weeks ago about the Twitch because you were talking about the game, and I was like, let me jot that down so I can ask you. But you pretty much already 2 for 1 special. I came out so wrong, but I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean,
Um,
that is a part of like that's the Cho lore. Is like I was top
yeah.
100 North America in that video game for a while. So I gained some popularity on Twitch because I would go up against a lot of the pro players that were actually professional players in the field. And I would use non-meta builds. If you're not into like fighters, maybe you don't know what meta is, but meta is basically a popular build in a fighting game or a competitive game that is statistically known to be really efficient at getting you wins. I did not play meta
Mhm.
builds, and so I think a lot of the pro players had trouble predicting what my build was capable of. And because I was a skilled player, even though I was playing a subpar build, the unpredictability factor and the fact that I'm just naturally a skilled player really helped me to kind of shine in that video game.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You sound like a good. You're good at business,
I try
Jay. I believe so as well.
to be. I
I
try.
don't know because I did ask. I think you're succeeded. um, I because I did ask before, like how far, like your personal life,
Yeah.
or what's like no go on here. I usually try to ask people that so I know how far I can
Yeah. Well,
go
to be
and
honest with
stuff like
you,
that.
you can ask me anything, and if I don't feel comfortable answering it, I'll just tell you I'm going to skip that question. But
Oh yeah.
to give you a little bit of, I guess I'll give you some background on my personal life, things that I do share. I have worked in the restaurant industry, the food
Hmm.
industry for probably 12 years now in total, probably. Well, probably more like 14 years in total. Um, I basically run a restaurant and I ran a restaurant for a very, very, very long time. And now I'm not really working there full time exactly. I go in and out of full time and part time depending on how much the
Hmm.
restaurant needs me, especially because I'm trying to make YouTube and online content creation my full time job. But that is where I get most of my business acumen from, is from running a restaurant. Um, in terms of other personal information, and please stop me if I'm just rambling because you know I'm a yapper. You know this is what I do. I yap.
Yeah.
But
You good, especially.
other personal information, I'm dating someone that is 20 years my senior. So that's
Hmm.
usually that causes for interesting questions. And we've been dating now
Like I like
for
for me,
hmm?
I was gonna say like there's some stuff like I know already, but I don't know because everybody here might not know about you. I'm not gonna cut you off. I'm gonna let you take the wheel at most parts. Because I was about to ask you if that's okay to talk about your
Yeah,
partner and stuff like that.
absolutely.
Like I
So
know somebody.
whatever you already know, I'm okay sharing because the things I'm not okay sharing online, I don't talk to anyone about it online. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so if you know something about me that you've
Does
heard,
Leah know?
yeah,
Does
Leah
Leah
knows.
know?
Leah knows. Leah knows
Ooh,
everything.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Where's
yeah.
she at? She said she was gonna. She said she was supposed to be here tonight. I don't know where
I don't
she at.
know.
The
I
next
don't
time I see
know.
her, I'm gonna she over here being. Mm, if I gotta hear one more Sonic story, I don't know what to tell you because
Sonic.
I'm. She got like at least 20, at least
Right.
20.
Minimum.
But yeah, are you comfortable talking about your partner by any chance or
I am.
go? I mean, because I don't remember his name. I think you said it like once or twice, but I'm bad with names.
Yeah, I don't reveal his name. I've actually never spoken about his name online, actually. Well,
Okay,
actually, that's not true. Um, so let me give you a little bit of context about my privacy. So I
okay.
actually used to post my partner online all the time. We had a blog together where I would
Hmm.
do my partner. He's a really big handyman. So he's all about doing things yourself. He's very talented with his hands, and we actually did a blog together where he would do, because we own rental properties too, by the way. So
Hmm.
where he would do different projects with me, and I would help him with these rehab projects for different houses. And so there is definitely a digital blueprint of my partner online. However, I decided to kind of like take him off of my social media platforms
Hmm.
because I just feel like with the nature of the content that I do online, sometimes I can make really controversial statements. And I kind of do have a very I don't give a F attitude about a lot of people in situations. And I know how the internet works. I know that the internet
Hmm.
works to attack people that you love. And so really I just kind of took him off my social media as a form of protection for him because my partner is, I mean, you know me. You know I have very thick skin. My partner does not have very thick
Hmm.
skin. And so if he ever came under criticism, that would hurt his feelings. and I don't want
Yeah.
my existence on the internet to harm him. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. I dig it. I respect it. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
But
Uh,
we're total opposites, by the way. Like everything about me, he's the opposite. Like so, I'm loud and
is he like
obnoxious.
an introvert a little bit?
Yes, he is big time. Not a
Yeah.
little bit, a lot of it, a lot of it.
Mhm. Now my question, I have a question about. Did he go? I'm gonna say, did he go in? Because that might sound a little risque, but did he? Like I remember your 3 video garden
Yeah.
video. I don't know what to call it. Like your 3 video series. There we go. On
Yeah,
the
gardening.
plot from
Uh
from
huh.
the, from the older gentleman, I believe, if my memory serves me right. Did he go part? Did he go in on that? I hope that came out right. Like when he gets that.
No, so my partner actually does not help me with many of my personal projects at all. I support him on his, but he doesn't garden with me. Like that was a project that I did through a couple friends of mine. Well, they actually were strangers at first when they asked me to help them with their garden, which is kind of a crazy story
Mhm.
in and of itself. But no, my partner has not helped me with the garden. He would actually prefer for me to do work around the house, like gardening, our own garden. But I don't work in our own garden.
You
It's
remind me
kind
of
of
my
funny.
cousin.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'll
pretty
I'll
cool.
I'll
Okay,
do the
okay.
work in the garden for a paycheck, but I won't do it for my own home. I'll leave
Oh
the
yeah.
gardening for
I don't
him.
know. Oh, and that is. I get it. That's a okay. EJ, the Skit Master. How you doing, sir? Uh, thank you for stopping by, Eric. This gentleman right here. So he's from my other. I want sectors from YouTube. Um, um, from I want to say from my other groups, but he's from another. There's just 2 other YouTubers that I watch that we him and I watch, and one's his name is that dude named Dave, and the other one is Theo Coop, aka Mr. Do Do Good Dude. Eric, what was it, the Mr. Good Bread or some ish like that? And they do reactions on like other reality like people like Kendra G and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So we all got used to him, and I think my style. I don't say my style, but how I because I'm loud and stuff like that, and I'm more like Theo, my friend Theo. He's like my big brother a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, so shout out to Theo Coop. I hope you see this in the replay. I appreciate you giving me all the work on the side and stuff. That came out so wrong. Oh my goodness. But anyway, my ADD's kicking in, so I'm gonna go right back to the list right quick.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because I know at 11:30 you have the stream. Are you doing that
I have to
tonight?
go live. I am. Yep, 11:30.
Cool beans. So everybody on here and everybody in the replay gang, um, he goes live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at 11:30, and sometimes he stops at like it's usually at least 11 to 1. But there's other times that other nights
Yeah.
that we be like because I work overnight, so I'll be watching while I'm at work. And I
Hmm.
the entertainment. um.
How lit you guys get? I'll go as long as you want me to, but you guys got to be lit.
Oh yeah. Oh, the cash up. Thank you, EJ. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Um. Oh yeah, because I meant to ask you since we're on it. Have you heard from? You probably could get a second time me asking this. Have you heard from Cosmo Wolf?
Like she's been in the stream several times, but I haven't heard from her recently. So she's fine. She's
Yeah,
over
because
that
that.
dude. Yeah, she's over that dude.
Oh, good. Because ever since that one dude about the kid and he's supposed to be Irish or English or something like that, and we haven't heard from her for like
Yeah.
that many
Yeah.
times, I get worried. That's why I think that's why I'm a worrier, and
Mhm.
I think that's why I asked so much. Like, have you heard from Cosmo today? Have you this week or this time and third? I actually at that too, and I know sometimes I can be you
She's
can be
good.
like, yo,
I can tell
MLP,
you she's
relax,
good. Mhm.
okay, because I don't want to have a couple groups come up there to see what's what, because I
Mhm.
do it
Right.
allegedly, sprinkle that
Allegedly.
in,
Period.
allegedly.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Um, I'm I brought this up earlier, and one of the things I do like about your channel, other than lives, is your reviews on certain things like your fra- fragrances. There you go. Are you able to give to everybody that's watching here live and on the replay about your reviews and stuff like that? Because I think because I actually start looking at different colognes and what's good for
Right.
me and what's not good for me, like
Mhm.
between the seasons, not just one throughout the whole year. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Like
know what you
I
mean.
learned that
Yeah.
from you. Like
Mhm.
I could pick up a couple for one for summer, one for winter and fall and stuff like that. Because I know our bodies change. Like if that makes sense, I know that like I'm like what I wear in the summer might be different in the winter, and because our own bodies physiologically and stuff like that. I
Right.
hope I'm making sense.
You are. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I learned that
And it's all about the
a
vibe
lot more with
too.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So when it
Are you
comes to
able
my
to?
reviews, I've always been a big time consumer. Like everyone else, everyone consumes something. If you're making money, you're spending money. Um,
Mhm.
and I believe in sharing the good with different products. I know that in a world that is full of a lot of negativity and we always kind of complain and moan about things. I think that there is a lot of room to give honest reviews, kind of like in an old school YouTube type of way, where you're just a consumer,
Mhm.
you're not getting paid by people, you're just sharing your honest perspectives. Because I feel like if you're able to share your honest perspectives, you may be able to help someone else to make a better, more informed buying decision. And I think that
Mhm.
there's no worse feeling than buying something that you hate or that does not work out for you. And so I always try to give people my honest perspective because I don't want anyone else to feel that way or to feel that disappointment from buying something that doesn't bring them value if they can avoid it. So
Mhm.
fragrances is something that I fell in love with recently. It's not something that I have become that I was well educated on, but I have since become
Mhm.
educated on fragrances, and it's so much fun. I actually bought my very first full bottle after going through probably 70 plus different samples.
Mhm.
Like I really went through the effort of buying different samples because I didn't want to commit to a full bottle and then hate it, right? Because no one likes to do that. So I
Mhm.
always recommend that people seek out these sample bottles. They range in price from from $3 all the way to about $80. So they're not very expensive, and it allows you to try something on before buying it. When if you spray
Mhm.
something on a piece of paper, it may smell different than if you spray it on your body because your
Mhm.
body has different chemicals that affects the smell of that fragrance, right? And so I definitely implore everyone to get the samples first, try them out, try them on different, on skin, on clothing, and then make your purchase on a full bottle. But I love fragrance.
Mhm.
I'm hoping to have a pretty large collection. I want to have probably 14 different bottles, and I only bought one so far. But I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush because it's a luxury
I
purchase,
feel
right?
you on that. Oh
Fragrance is
yeah.
not something you need, but it's something that I think will enhance your overall beauty, right?
Mhm. Oh yeah. Now I'm glad you said it. The one you bought. Do you have a favorite? Is that your favorite, or what is your favorite? If it's not that, if
That
that
is
makes
my
sense.
favorite. I'll get it. I'm gonna get it for you right now because it's right here. I'll get it
Oh,
for you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so my favorite, it's kind of a funny story because when I first started this whole fragrance journey, this was the first fragrance I fell in love with. And so while it's not like I don't think it's my all-time favorite, but it
Hmm.
was my first love. It's like your first love. Everyone knows their
Hmm.
first love, right? This
Oh
was
yeah.
my first love fragrance. And it's called Latifa Body Al Oud Amethyst.
Ooh.
Beautiful packaging, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Hmm.
This only cost me $15, by the way. So this is not it's I don't just buy $200 bottles of fragrance. This is
Yeah.
$15, right? You don't have to spend a bunch of money. You don't gotta sell a kidney to smell good. Okay. So
Oh yeah.
this has top notes of bergamot and bergamot. What? Let me see. Where's my little card? I know there's
Oh, is that the
bergamot at the
bag
top
too
note,
that you got?
and this is the bag, of course. Yeah,
Ooh. Show it. There we go. I would say show it off. Yes.
there it is.
I
There
love
it is.
that
You
bag.
love
I
it.
really do. I'm sorry. My fault. I'm sorry.
It's a great color, and I will be coming up with a
Hmm.
full length review on the bag. I did an unboxing where I showcased,
Hmm.
my first impressions. However, I want to give a full length review where I talk about the details of the bag, the features, different outfits, how it wears, how I wear it. Um, I want
Can't
to give
wait.
a more detailed review. But back to the fragrance. Yeah, this is my first love fragrance. Um, it reminds me of like a dark, mysterious person, like a very seductive person. Um, there's black. There's rose in here. There's amber, so it's like sweet, not syrupy sweet, but it's definitely on the sweeter side. But it's dark,
Hmm.
mysterious, sweet, and seductive, and it's very masculine, very, very masculine. So if you want to put on a tuxedo on, put this for a night out. Date night, perfect. If you just want to smell really great and seductive, put this one.
I might have to
Yes,
go out of IG for that one. For the
yeah,
link or wherever you got that from, because I do like that. I really do. You said it's like a sweet, dark type of
yeah,
masculine. Like I like that. I like a. I don't know when you say that. I think of like a chocolate, like a chocolate cherry type of. I don't know
yeah.
why I thought about that when you said that. Like
Hmm.
something like that. But I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna later on, either tonight or tomorrow to
I like
to
it.
see what's up.
Gotcha. Yeah. And again,
Thank
it's
you, thank
affordable.
you.
It's affordable. And I think that
Hmm.
sometimes, I do like a lot of luxury products. My skincare tends to be on the luxury side, but you don't have to buy luxury products to get value out of different items, right? And this is a prime
Yes.
example that a $15 cologne, it feels great. The bottle is a high quality material bottle. The fragrance performs extremely well. It's long lasting. It projects very wide, so you're going to make your presence well known when you wear it, and it smells good. So
Hmm.
you don't have to spend a lot of money to achieve that. And that's probably my favorite thing about it. You know, yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like I'm everybody in the chat. I highly, highly, highly suggest you look at his stuff. I put the at that show on my description and the title. So I think that's how they can go to your channel. I
yeah,
think
yeah, maybe.
either way, I it, if not after this, I will just go back to your channel to push that share button and put it back into the description with your bio site. And I don't know if you want me to put your Discord in it too as well, but that's like I said, that's totally up to you. But I can at least do your bio site and your excuse me, your YouTube channel and
Sure.
my back into the description. I could definitely do that.
Perfect. I
And I'm the
appreciate that.
type like
Thank you.
I'm problem. I'm the type like I'd rather like because I know I'm trying to get at I'm trying to get my numbers up. I'm at 258 subscribers right now. So I'm
Damn.
trying to get I'm trying to get monetized because I'm gonna do more stuff like this. Like I say in my lives and my videos and stuff like that. Like I'm starting learning how to navigate through things, but I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna do like I'm gonna go. I live in Delaware, but I'm that typical. If Jade is still in here, I'm like the Delaware version of Rocky. She knows what I'm talking about. Um, we have a guy that we wrestle with. His name is Fred, but we all call him Ayo Rocky because he's a South Philly. He's literally like Rocky, like Ayo
Damn.
Cuz. Um, and that's my bro. And I'm the Delaware version of him. I don't know if you ever heard of something. Depending on how many sports teams in your well, Ohio, there's a lot of sports teams, but in Philly we have like the Wendy's 4 for 4 with a Philly 4 for 4 team.
Mhm.
Fans like Sixers, Eagles, Flyers, and Phillies.
Mhm.
I'm I love all four teams, and I started watching the Union too. So I guess that's the 5 for 5. But
Mhm.
I'm that type of like I'm gonna start doing that on a regular basis. I want to go to. I know over the weekend there's a Phillies game going on, and even though they're kind of sucky right now, I'm gonna go to the game. I'm gonna live stream their parts of the game
Mhm.
and have a like I do with the rest of my wrestling the days of wrestling shows. The day of type of videos and stuff like that. Um, I just want to do that and have everybody. Oh, this I'm gonna peek behind the curtain a little bit and do that type of throughout the week. If it's not too,
It's
like I
all
said, it's
about
not.
repetition and consistency, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because I know
And
this time
sticking
last
through it.
year, I sucked last year. Like I still think I suck now, but at least I know what I want to do. Like what I want this channel to do. Like, I want it like how you want your channel to go. I'm starting to visualize it now. So I just gotta keep at it, just like we do in training.
You gotta lock in.
Uh, yeah, because if you mess up one time in wrestling, you can hurt yourself or you can hurt somebody else. They can, unfortunately, God forbid, knock on wood, they can break your neck, and something can seriously happen. Like I know I had a match in December, right before I'm gonna say right before I crashed out. Like I stopped drinking for like a year and a half now. I stopped smoking for like 6 or 7 months now. But what made me stop drinking altogether is because I wasn't drunk that night, but I was every day I was drinking just to get through the day, and I always call myself I'm the Scott Hall or Razor Ramon out the group. If you know about Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, he was he got clean and sober back in 2013, 2014, and he just recently passed at 66. RIP. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. And outside the ring, I would consider myself the Scott Hall of the group. I was a functional alcoholic and substance like type person to take. Yeah. Um.
Not him
After
anymore.
what was that?
I said, thank God you're not him anymore, because we want you to be alive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because Jay can personally tell you, I was always a nice person, but if I was drinking, I would lash out. I would crash out. If I thought I was always paranoid, like, are you trying to take my spot? Um, I would start stuff, and I could be out of my mind. People like, what are you talking about? We're never thinking about you, bro. Type of thing.
Hmm.
And I'm just glad, like, I got clean. This is not about me right now, but I just wanna. I'm yeah, I'm me now. I'm me, and I'm just glad that everybody in that school schedule super crazy pro wrestling. That's why I wrestle and train at. They accepted me back in, gave me a second chance,
Mhm.
and I think that's why I started my channel because I would usually call it, "Oh, this is check-in. This is my MOP check-in. Like this day 35, I'm not drinking, and I'll keep myself accountable." Yeah, I guess that's cool. Me doing cool turkey, but I was like, "Hey, yo, this is check-in day 55 for not drinking. I'm
Yeah.
feeling pretty good now." And it's now I learned like once you do it after a while, becomes repetition. It becomes part of your life, and the old BS is not in your system anymore. And you can go actually start being yourself, then become even better. And I'm not perfect now, but I'm a lot better than I was a year ago,
Yeah.
6 months ago. I'm a lot better, and I know sometimes I could be uh, a nuisance because I'm always loud and goofy, and you can tell me, "Hey, yo, Dom." Oh, that's my first name. I'm sorry. Yes, MOP. Hey, yo, relax. You feel me? Most videos I say my first name. My first name is Dom, but my rest name is Bobby Ray. So that's whoever knows who knows. Now you know it. So my first name is Dom. I'm sorry. I feel as though I can tell you that you're a bro. So I could definitely.
To be honest, I will forget that. I have met so many people online and they tell me their real names. I don't remember it
Mhm.
because I don't know you by your real name. I know you by MOP. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
had my one of my best friends, Husky. I forget his name right now. To be 100% honest with you, I forget his real government name because his name to me has always been Husky online.
Hmm.
And he's been
Oh
in my
yeah.
house. Like he's been inside my house. He's been to visit me and I forget his real
Hmm.
name because that's not how the internet works, right? You don't
Yeah.
people don't
Yeah.
see your real name on, So anyway, I know you was MLP.
Oh yeah. Cool beans. I like that. Um. Oh, I'm so glad I looked down on my paper because we were talking about the reviews and stuff like that. What also got me to your channel was the matcha. Let's talk about the matcha because I'm surprised it's 42, 43 minutes in. I did not bring that up yet. I am so sorry. Let's talk about that. Hit me. Well, I
I
already
can
know,
t-
but
yeah, I can
let
talk
people
about
know what's up.
matcha all day long. So I did a video about matcha because a lot of people don't know exactly what matcha is. And to give you a quick definition, matcha is quite simply green tea. It's green
Hmm.
tea. So you know how you get a bag of green tea and it has the leaves in that little bag, and you put steaming water onto the bag, and that kind of like squishes the flavor and antioxidants out of the tea and into
Hmm.
your water, and you have green tea. Well, matcha is taking those green tea leaves in that bag, opening the bag, and then pulverizing that into a fine powder that you then eat. You consume that green tea. So imagine all the benefits that you have in green tea. In matcha, it's times a million because you're not just adding hot water and drinking that water, you're ingesting the entire green tea leaf. And so that's what
Hmm.
makes matcha such a powerhouse in terms of nutrition is because you're getting just so many more of the benefits from green tea than you normally would. I am sponsored by a brand called Neo Teas, Nio Teas, Japanese green tea, and they are wonderful to work with. So I really recommend that you guys, if you want to know a little bit more about matcha, to go give Neo Teas a follow. Again, that's Nioteas, Neo Teas. They've been wonderful to work with for so long now, and they have high quality matcha that's organic, it's fair trade, it's no pesticides, and they have
Hmm.
such a reverence for the culture and the education and for the cultivation of matcha. I can just go crazy about it. I drink matcha every day of my life. Um, and I do have an affiliate code if you don't mind me sharing. My code is just Cho,
Mhm.
CHO. So yeah, use that code or not use the code. The matcha is already pretty affordable and competitively priced when you look at matcha on the market right now. Um, but the owner is just a wonderful man. He's a wonderful guy, and it comes straight from Japan. And they've got so many different types of varieties. So if you're interested, go check out my channel. I do a whole video about how to buy matcha, why matcha is so great, and some of my favorite varieties of matcha.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jade? Yes, yes. I know Jade, she loves that. And we talked about I brought you up to her before um at training a few weeks ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I said her because we talk sometimes. That's my sister in wrestling right now. And she always had my back and she could like I said, she would have X me out a long time ago. And she had every right to do that, but that's that's my sis right there. So when I start talking about you, like when I start watching you, I bring I try to bring you up to her all the time. Well, when if if excuse me, if we don't get yelled at, I know Adrian, our trainer, would say, "Hey, you'll stop talking so much," because I'll be yapping in training.
Hmm.
You can hear me. You can hear me like, and they was like, "Hey, yo, Bobby, relax." I'm like, "Ooh, what happened?" And I've been saying that lately because of you, Cho. Thank
Hmm.
you. I like saying that now. That's not a diss. It's like I like that's how much of you of like a person like a positive influence on me. And I think that's why I always come back because that's how much you mean to. I don't want to sound like a fan boy, but that's how like honestly that's what like I get that vibe
Yeah.
from you, and I do appreciate you, man. I really do.
Uh,
Hey,
I
Reed,
appreciate
Reed
you
Pink.
too.
Hey, how you doing? Gear Five, how you doing? Um, but yeah, I just wanted to at least let you know. And I was afraid to say that before because hey, we haven't really physically like doing this like face to face. I guess you could say. You don't
Huh?
because I know if I say it through like text, it might come out. You don't know the monotone,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
like
It can be a
how
little
you know what
weird.
I mean.
Yeah. It can be
Yeah, but I
it's
just want to
hard
let
to
you know.
read. It's hard to read text and to read tone. It's very difficult to read
Mhm,
tone and how someone's trying to express themselves, which is why live interaction is always better than text interaction.
mhm.
There's just a lot more context there. So I appreciate you. You've been a big supporter of mine. You've offered a lot of friendship and a lot of support, and so I definitely reciprocate that energy to you.
Thank you, thank you. And I know I'm seeing the time, and I'm trying to not ramble and stuff like that. So I want to at least get you to have some personal time to yourself before you stream. So the ones that want to keep watching him tonight, he gets on at 11:30 on his channel, and like I said, you can click on his name on my either description or the title, and that should take you to him. So you don't have to keep seeing my ugly mug, but you see this lovely guy right here. And I have like one or two questions left,
Yeah.
and only because of the time constraint. And I know because I was writing, I have at least like 3 pages,
And
but
I'll come back,
there's
by the way.
always
I'll
next
definitely
time.
come back. This is fun.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
I definitely will put that in the books. I would definitely do that.
Mhm.
But um, one of my last questions are, what do you see yourself doing in like in 10 years in YouTube with Twitch? Do you see yourself still doing that, and that being your most what like how we were talking about that money making your passive income type stuff? Will you be concentrating more on that than the restaurant or
So
what?
That's an easy answer. I definitely do not want to be in the restaurant industry forever because, um, again, it's a very laborious type of job. It's very physically demanding. I also have a family that needs my attention, my physical attention. I travel to Toledo quite often to visit them. For those that don't know, I live in
Yes.
Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. And so ideally I want a job that I can work from home or work from wherever I want. So that offers me flexibility to be in Toledo when I need to be in Toledo, right? Working at a restaurant does not afford, I can't be in a restaurant in Columbus and with my mom in Toledo. I can't do both, but I can film videos while in Toledo. I can go live while I'm in Toledo. I can do all those
Mhm.
things while I'm in Toledo. So 10 years from now, I don't really have a 10-year plan, which is something I should have, but I do see myself being fully committed to my very own business that allows me to create my own schedule. I definitely see that. And whether that's YouTube and well, I'll never go back to Twitch, but whether that's YouTube or something else, I definitely see myself having a job that is my own that I've created that allows me to work from home or be very, very flexible with my work hours.
Mhm. Oh yeah, because that's what I'm gonna do too. Like, because I just turned 40 in April,
Mhm,
and I know I'm getting older.
mhm,
Gear five. You have a nice day. Thank you, sir. Um, I know I'm getting older. I had a couple knee surgeries, and my
mhm.
hip is starting to be hipping, and so
Mhm,
I'm starting to think down road because
mhm.
everybody's asking me, how long do you think you got in wrestling as far as in ring? I'm like, I don't know. I never saw myself past 40 doing wrestling, but I'm still in it. Have I had a match every week? No, but I like doing. This past year and a half while I was sober, earning my respect and trust back from people. I started doing like I started filming shows and helping out with the production side, helping more with the in ring stuff, like putting up the ring up, all the drapes and stuff like the show stuff. And I help out my friend Betty Blanco, Betty Rivera. I'm sorry, Betty Rivers in wrestling. He does the music at the shows and stuff like that. So I try to help out doing that side and then transition from out in the ring to outer ring. And I always wanted to do like a reporter interview type thing, like a
Mhm,
beats reporter type of thing.
mhm.
Um, and I always wanted to do that. I like writing. I like, even though I'm not used to being in front of the camera, I'm used to holding the camera. Like if you need me to film you, like to being a camera guy, or I'm learning how to do edit stuff like that. I'm learning how to do that the last year. Like I'm trying to learn everything right now. So when I do transition to this full time,
Mhm.
I don't want to be at the hotel
Right, right.
or any other
Mhm,
job. I want this to be my job. Like how you want this to be your job. I
mhm.
want to start do. I'm going to open up a blog. I want to open up a podcast. Do that weekly. Um, I
Hard
want
work
to
and
be making money
consistency.
off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I know it takes. I have to do that now. I should have been doing that already, but
Absolutely. Same here. Same here. Yeah.
and I know like with watching you, I'm like you're doing it already. I'm watching. I'm gonna watch what he's doing and
Mhm.
watching other people too, and then just try and error type of thing until I get it right, until I get
Yep.
monetized,
Mhm.
until I'm like, hey, boss, guess what? Deuces, because I'm making 3 or 4 thousand at least with YouTube
Mhm.
alone.
And
I'm
it's
like, I can say
possible.
that,
It's possible.
yes, because I don't. If you ask people, I live not frugal, but I live. I don't need much, and when I say I need like 3,000, if I can make 3,000 off of YouTube, hypothetically speaking, every month, and I know you, everybody saying I want a high figure man, this and the third play. Me personally, as long as I got enough money to cover the bills and then have money to do what I want to do, I'm good.
Mhm.
I'm I don't I don't care what nobody thinks of me because that's in the past. Like how I was thinking what people thought about me. I don't. I left that alone a year, at the very least a year and a half ago. That's the old dog. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to do me now.
Mhm.
And I'm rambling, my idiot. He's kicking out. I'm sorry. um, are you? Do you think about what we're talking about in like 10 years, like a 10-year plan?
Mhm.
Um, I can see. I'm gonna say I'm trying to throw it at you, but I could see you doing podcasts too. If I know how you okay with that.
I've done one before.
If
I
you
used to be a podcast host.
what are you open to that? Like I'm not trying to say, hey, Cho, be a podcaster, but I'm just trying to throw
Go.
alley oops to people. Oh, oh,
That's Duke. Yes, Duke.
that Duke, he over here acting up already. It's never 11:30 yet. uh
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah.
Still go. Oh, now he want to show his ass. Okay, he want to show his ass. Mm-mm.
So, to answer
But
the question, yeah, I'm open to it. It's just not something that has actually fit into my schedule right now. I'm trying. One of my bad habits is I try to do a lot of different things and I don't do one thing well. And so,
yeah,
yes, I used to actually be a podcast host. It was called the Love Collective Podcast. I did it with my best friend Lisa,
mm,
and it was a podcast all about relationships, romantic, friendship, familial. Like it was all about relationships. People would ask us questions, and we would have discussions about how to navigate, your relationships in life, because life ultimately is about relationships. And so, yeah, I'm,
yeah,
not to toot my own horn, but I still get people to this day that asks me to do another podcast because they loved my first podcast so much. So
mhm.
it's not something
Okay,
that's off the table. No, it's not off the table at all.
okay, okay, okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I have other questions, but I'm gonna pull it right now because, like I said, I know it's almost 11. It's 11:05. Jeez. I'm sorry. My bad. um, I would definitely hit you up if you want to do another episode. I guess you could say of my
Yeah, that would be
podcast.
fun.
Cool, cool. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna let you go now, graciously, because I know you gotta get ready mentally for yours.
I do.
I seriously, I do appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you. I really do. Um,
The invitation, that's always so nice. Collaborating is something that, um, I haven't done much of, and I haven't even thought of doing it. But this is so much fun, and I would love to come back. So thank you for having me.
well, thank you for coming by, sir. I'm gonna let you go, sir. I'm gonna definitely. Oh, do you want to plug anything? There we go. That's the last question. Do you want to
Sure.
plug anything?
Right now, honestly, my main focus is my YouTube channel. So definitely go check out my YouTube channel, thatcho, ThatCho. I post different lifestyle vlogs. I do product reviews. I go live and I yap about nonsense 3 days a week. So definitely come and subscribe. We have a fun time, and we're all about freedom of speech too. So I know freedom of speech is a very controversial thing, but it's a principle that I hold dear to my heart. So definitely come and hang out and be yourself and be proud of yourself, and you'll be welcomed in my community.
Sweet, sweet. Say, I do appreciate once again. I do appreciate you stopping by, dropping some gems on us. I know I appreciate it. Um, I will definitely stop by eat your channel in a bit. I'm hungry. I don't want to just play that out because I was
Same
about to
here. I
eat.
haven't eaten dinner yet.
Well, let me let you go then. So thank you. I appreciate you, sir. I will definitely catch you in a bit. You do you, bro. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely. I definitely let you. I definitely see you and you chat in a bit. Um. I guess. Bye. I never. I'm
See y'all
sorry, but I
later.
will definitely catch you in a bit. See
All right, bye.
you. Bye bye. Okay, okay. See, okay, that was my first episode of having somebody on. I do appreciate everybody rocking with your boy. Gear Five Gangy, like Jade, I appreciate you. Reed Pink, EJ the Skip Master, I appreciate you. Thank you again for the cash out. I appreciate you. Fiction Fighters, Kelly, Kyle. I try to fix my posture up when I was talking to him. Sure user, thank you for coming by. I appreciate y'all. Until next time. Before that, um, if you want to go look at his channel, click on his name in the title and the description. I'm gonna have his bio site right here, and it's bio.site /show. But I'm gonna put that in the chat after we get done. Um, Once again, give you boy the HBO special, help a bro out special. Like, share, subscribe, and holler at your boy. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.